Here's a couple of them coming up right here. See a couple more. Got more activity up here too. Entering a hotel. There's a group of 4 guys over there. Also look like they're probably Mafia. Not clear. They're mixing now with this other group. Looking at the massage parlor. Those 2 guys right there. You can see by the hairstyle, the mannerisms, behavior. Incense burning on the ground right here. A couple taxi drivers here. You can hear them talking about it right now. Perhaps if the microphone's sensitive enough to pick it up. Quick ones. There's a group coming up here. It's going to be difficult to get. Yeah, you can see planes in the air. You got it. Alright, Mafia number 1. Let's go. You ready? Let's get live. Mafia number 2. Here we go. 2 of the fools. Already missed 2. There are 2 standing in the car. Now they're going to run away. What happens is the CIA will put a radio transmission out. Taking video, get out, run away. So, that's it. They're gone already. You got another 2 Mafia. Actually, in this area, mixed in with the Mafia is an FBI dragnet, which is constructed using certain people who will just stand all night talking, selling something useless. It's just walk. Then, in fact, one of their FBI dragnet agents just said, "Where are you going?" It's usually a question or something like that. He's a greedy. There's some more foreigners. Unclear. Sometimes it's unclear whether they're just normal Mafia or not. You have to wait sometimes for behavior or other things to give them more. But it looks now that it's cooled down. These 2 probably are Mafia. You can see that's probably that was a nice one. Thank you. got a Mafia spotter walking the street. He's doing nothing. I always find the crossing. He knows I made him. He's making hand signals. Not sure if this footage is good enough to do justice. Yeah, he's walking away slowly. But I notice he's looking around a lot. Mafia spotter for this little local area. See him at the pole. There we go. Here's Florida plate. Taking them and bagging them. Cash rules everything. The yellow cash rules everything. Sometimes they have the loader. Those are harder to get. When they're in groups, it's very obvious. Here, we got two. We got two coming. But one in a tank top. You get that? The tank top. You got two more. There's a lot in this area right now, so we can get a good example. They swarm an area. They'll probably put thousands of them in. Whether they hit the target or not, or hit just other people, it doesn't matter. Because in a way, when they're targeting someone, they want to target everybody else too. To see if they, oh, here you go, look at that, look at that. You got that with the hat on backward and the earring and everything. I mean, that is classic right there. Walking alone. Oh, there he goes playing with his pants. Yeah, lifting his shirt up a bit. All these common Mafia tactics. This guy kind of looks like Mafia. A lot of the game Mafia will have a girl with them. So you shouldn't assume that just because a man is walking with a girl. In fact, sometimes you'll see 3 men and 3 girls, and the girls will all be dressed up in hijab, full Muslim veils. And the man, on the other hand, will look as same like these gay Mafia idiots. This is very, very common, especially in Malaysia and Indonesia. So what happens is they take them as kind of girlfriends, but they're not really girlfriends. They're just like more cover girls. In fact, sometimes the girls will be lesbians and the men are gay, and what happens is then they just go out together to give each other covers so they can try to recruit other people into the cult. So for women, it's quite a bit different. Obviously, I have not nearly as much information about the way the women do the recruiting, but you can see it's different. They're not as much, it's more of a social, for the women that they use a social type of recruitment, not just a social environment as opposed to just the actual physical environment attack which is used on men. So I'm going to sign out now because I don't, oh, here's another example right here. There's a man with his girlfriend, and you can see his hair is a little too fashionable. He's wearing an earring and all these things. Could it be coincidence? Rarely. Not in this area. In certain areas, yes. I mean, it's possible. Some people just get addicted to these weird lifestyles and are brainwashed through television or other sorts of channels and outlets. Yeah, you can see here's some more. So you can see the 3 girls and the 2 guys, and the 2 guys are completely out of. Here's some more. Some of them don't even know. Keep in mind, some of them, the gay mafia have recruited so many. Here's another. The gay mafia have recruited so many people into their cult, and some of these people don't even realize that they have become part of this mafia yet. The mafia, of course, is going to keep recruiting them because some people don't realize it's the mafia yet. They just start becoming the secrets of the Mafia start becoming a part of them without them even realizing it. So a lot of these people, it's very hard. And you can see here's another two right here. So I mean, it's pretty much incredible right here. Yeah, you can see. There you go. Even young children, you can start to see that it's already taking an effect and a hold on them. They're pretty suggestible and easily influenced. So it's all done as psychological coercion. They generally don't force anything. Although if you have the CIA after you, then you're going to be physically assaulted. So it's a different story when the CIA actually comes after you. Now, some of these people are physically assaulted, and they don't know it. The CIA has the teleportation break-in, but, these other groups here also have break-ins. And you can see when you go out of an area, you go in different areas, all of a sudden it's a Mafia haven, all of a sudden there's not a whole lot to talk about. They're just normal people again. So it's a war out there, and most of these normal people don't even realize what's going on. They just see people. He's wearing a yellow shirt and has an earring. They don't see that there's actually a secret cult behind in the works. Yeah, here we go. You get more here. I mean, this is an amazing evidence collection today, and the fact that I'm in Times Square, which is a little, I don't know what the appropriate terminology would be for it. Shall we say flamboyant or something? Yeah, it's almost too easy. I'm almost taking the cheap target, because everybody knows the gay mafia operates at certain malls, particularly ones that are doing fashion and these kind of nicer goods. Interestingly enough, the KLCC mall is more crawling with FBI agents here, and that's a really nice luxury upscale, but it's luxury upscale brand name type stuff. This is kind of a more lower, off the beaten path names, a lot of sales and this and that. It's more affordable than Times Square. KLCC that's the premier outlet for the tourists. A lot of locals are still coming here, so obviously I'm not the only target here. So they're targeting everybody, as I point out. That's the Mafia philosophy, is target everybody. Bring as many people in as they can. So they're going to go for, especially the easy targets. You can see that one was just plated with zero as they walk by. Okay. But nonetheless, it's easy to understand and avoid these people once you know to recognize them. So what I was going to get into is the fact that they're going after the easy targets first, because they want numbers. They're Mafia. What does Mafia want? They want the numbers. So they're not going to waste their time recruiting their hard targets, the medium targets. They're going to go after the younger crowd, and they're going to try to recruit them first. After they get the younger crowd going, then they're going to go and get older and older and older. They slowly, an extremely hard target, then they need more people. So the amount of resources the Mafia is investing in a target is related to the hardness of the target. If they're young and an easy target, they don't need a target. They don't need to do too much. It's pretty much simple and easy. But if the target is very hard, then the mob is going to spend a lot of resources. They're going to spend thousands of people and put them everywhere to go after the hard target, but while they do it, they're going to go after all the little targets at the same time, because one target is elusive in a way, and then you can't always target him. They're flooding the area, so while they flood the area, they have nothing better to do, so they're going to go after all the other targets as well. So I'm going to summarize my thing at the malls here, especially including Times Square, and we can get a little bit of a glimpse, especially the guy on the right. The guy on the left, not so much. The gay mafia is targeting the malls here in Malaysia. There's somebody who was saying, why in Malaysia are 1 out of 3 people gay? And I say, well, it's pretty simple. The mafia has been targeting people. This is not natural. They've proven that homosexuality is not genetic, but environmentally based and influenced. And that's something that's a nice fact. I mean, the government has probably hid the fact and then covered it up, but being in Malaysia long enough, I've been able to unearth these certain realities, and it's a tragedy, but we just keep fighting. Because
对，看你是没钱就小明说。